Welcome to the Palos Chamber Christmas Party and Installation Dinner. We're so happy to, on behalf of the board, we're so happy to have all of you here with us. It's not going to be on. This is just for Channel 4. I'll speak up. We're really happy to have all of you here tonight with us. We feel this is a special community, and one of the things that makes this community so special are the business owners, especially small business owners, and that's you. So we're grateful for you to be here. Thank you. We want to give a special thanks to our title sponsors tonight, Natalia Zamerlik with NZ Designs, and Dr. Wegerick with Wegerick Psychology Center. The board has also asked me to recognize Palos Heights Fire Department and the Palos Women's Club for their donations of toys in the back there. A couple of chamber board members have been going around with 50-50 raffle tickets for $5 each, or $5 or 5 for 20. There's also some door prizes in the back. So we're going to get it started here with Herb Schumann from the Palos Lions Club. Please welcome him.
Thank you, everybody. Can everybody stand? We're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Herb. Next up is Paul Dombrowski from Toastmasters.
Thank you. So this is our invocation for tonight. Can you hear me in the back at the bar? Good. May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Father, we pray for our Palos Area Chamber of Commerce. We realize they often deliver the first impression of our region to prospective businesses and families and students. As they serve in this capacity, we ask that you bless them with a genuine friendliness and concern for the needs of others. Our Chamber of Commerce is the hub for the economic affair of our business community. And we ask you for your blessing on our new president, Todd Probasco, and his staff, and that the Spirit of the Lord would rest on them, and that their work would exhibit wisdom, understanding, counsel, strength, knowledge, and the fear of the Lord. Finally, remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you. Okay. We're going to start the dinner service now. We'll start with this table here, and we'll follow on the left side, and then we'll start here. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Okay. We are going to start by calling Todd Probasco up to announce the Palos Chamber Member of the Year.
Thank you. Greetings. So thank you for coming. We appreciate it. The Chamber worked hard all year, and we had a very successful year, which you're going to hear about later. But we couldn't have done it without this one member. She's amazing. She did a lot of our events. She went way above the call of duty, the quality of work, the product, and she did not need to do what she did in regards to giving us a deal to help the Chamber raise some funds. It was a meeting back in October with the Board of Directors. We decided we wanted to bring back the Member of the Year award, and I'm going to tell you right now, it was a unanimous decision. So we'd like to honor Donna and her son Maurizio from Capri. Thank you for everything you did this year. You guys are awesome. And look, we're here tonight, so you can come on up. We have a plaque for you in your restaurant. So,
Thank
yeah.
you.
And you guys are awesome, and we appreciate everything you've done. We
appreciate you.
Right?
Thank
All right.
you.
Do you want to say anything?
I don't know what to say. I'm touched. I'll be honest with you. It's my first award ever. I just want to thank. I'm just blessed. So I'm blessed with my customers. I'm blessed with the business. I'm blessed with my son. I'm blessed with everybody here. Palos Heights has been great to us. So everything we do for Palos, and everything we love to do. We always want to give back to the community because I think we've been so blessed in all these years. So we always like to give back, especially the people that have been coming here for almost 18, 20 years. We just love it. We love everybody. We love everything. I don't know. I'm just touched. I don't know what to say. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
Well
It means
deserved.
a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
What about you? Why don't you?
Want to say anything? No, I'm okay. Thank you. You did good. You did great. It was funny. It was funny. They catered the golf outing at Oak Hills, which I hope you all come to next summer. But Maurizio walked in. He goes, "These are all my customers." I go, "Who doesn't go to Capri?" I'm like, so. Anyway, thank you. Well deserved, and thank you for everything you've done.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you. Yeah, photo.
Okay. Okay. Next up, over the past year, we have all been under the leadership of Veronica Stadnicka, and she's coming up next. So please give a hand for Veronica.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Am I speaking loud enough? A little bit louder? Oh, it doesn't turn on. Oh, this is just for that. Okay, sorry. I'm a soft-spoken person, so shh. I am so delighted that you all took the time to come here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Christmas gifts for Southside Pregnancy Center. We have vulnerable families who are in need of toys, and we were kind of concerned that we wouldn't have enough toys, but I took a peek over there, and I think we have plenty. So I want to thank you so very much for your generosity. This is just a reflection of how generous each single member of the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce has consistently been throughout the 2 years that I've served as president, and I'm so delighted to be stepping down. I increased my hair coloring, my grays, from once a month to like 3 or 4. So Kathy O'Hare made a lot of money from my gray hair, which you can't see tonight because she did a great job. But it was stressful, but it was fun and exciting, and I am so delighted to see that we have Yvonne Bosto. She's going to be coming in as the secretary. She has gone above and beyond. She organized this Christmas party. She organized last year's Christmas party. She is the silent assassin. That is the name that Todd gave her, and that name suits her beautifully. She gets the job done, and very quickly, you turn left, you turn right, and then all of a sudden it's all done. You're like, what? And I'm also glad to see that Tricia is going to be coming on as the vice president. I met Tricia working with her across the street at some building in Palos Heights, and I was on the 3rd floor, and she was on the 1st floor, and I'd see her in the, going up and down from the restroom and saying hi to her. And I'd always drop off like flyers for, the chamber. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And she, never saw her until we saw her at the Halloween party. And I'm so delighted we got her on the board. She has been magnificent. She helped us to send out consistent messaging to our chamber members, which is not easy. She is so reliable. She would be doing it at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, she has a toddler. She has a husband, right? And she has a full-time job. Right. And so beautifully done, too, and so consistent. And I want to thank you so much for that, Tricia. It's amazing that we have you, and now you're a part of the executive board. Good luck. If you want to go out for drinks, I'm more than welcome to, we can go. We both live in Oak Lawn, so it's fine. And so now we also have Todd Brabasco coming in. I had to put a lot of emphasis in the last name because I call him Todd Brabasco, but he's always correcting me. It's like Tabasco, so okay. So Todd, you were an absolute blessing to this Chamber of Commerce. I remember one of my board directors contacts me in the middle of the summer, and she's like, yeah, so this guy, he's messaging me on Facebook. He says he's tried to call the Chamber of Commerce a couple of times and left messages, and no one's called him back. And I'm like, I don't know, and then he's tried to send emails to the Chamber, and I'm like, I don't know. So I have a million and one things. I don't have time to check voicemail or emails for the Chamber, so I was neglecting my duties. But anyway, so he was so persistent is what the point I'm trying to get across here. And so I'm like, who is this guy? So then I vet him by doing a Zoom. And he comes off very professional, and he's able to answer all the hard questions. And so I'm just throwing bombs at him, just warning him of all the challenges that we were facing as a chamber. Hey, by the way, we don't have an executive director. Hey, by the way, there's 0 staff. Hey, by the way, we're a working board. So that means all the board members function as a staff of the chamber. Are you sure you want to be a part of this? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, well, here's another bomb. Hey, by the way, we're financially struggling. We might become obsolete, just so you know. He's like, oh, okay, good to know. I'm like, are you still interested? Yes. I'm like, what? All right, this is good, this is good. I'm like, so what do you think you'll contribute to the chamber? So we spoke a little bit more, and I think he met the other board members. He was vetted by them as well. He was voted on. And what he's brought to the chamber was the golf outing. And there was a time when there was a golf outing prior to Todd coming on board, and it was, it was dead. We barely had any people signing up or what have you. So he takes over, and the first golf outing was phenomenal. The turnout was excellent. We had so many auction items. It was beautifully run. There was no confusion. It was just perfect. So I'm thinking, okay, this is great. We netted about $5,000, which is outstanding. And then I'm thinking, okay, so the next year is going to kind of look like the previous year. Nope. It just got better and better. I think we netted about $8,000 or $9,000. And it's much more polished. Next thing you know, he's talking to the police department, getting them in a beat the cop hole, and just bringing all this creativity to the event and a strong sense of camaraderie and community. And that's exactly what the chamber is about. Camaraderie, community, relationship, referrals, what's a good lead for you, what's a good lead for me. And that's why I feel so happy to be stepping down as the president, becoming the past president. I'll be in the shadows, deep, deep, far, dark, in the no man's land. You won't even find me. So I'm so happy to be giving this over to Todd. So should I present the gift now? Yep. So Mr. Todd Brabasco, I would like to wish you the absolute best. We look forward to having your leadership. You have a phenomenal team. Tricia, Yvonne, Jim, Demakio has done a fabulous job of doing the financials for our chamber for years upon years. If you ever need accounting, that's the guy to go to. So here you go. Here's your gift, and I hope you like it.
Thank you.
Do you want to open it? And
Sure.
Okay. You have your back to this camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not a good start.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a gavel.
And it says, do you want to read it?
What does it say?
Here, Here you go. You can read it now.
Where is it?
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it. Can you read it? You have your glasses on.
President Todd Probasco, the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce, 2023 to 2025. Oh, it is a 2-year term.
Yeah.
Funny. All right.
And doesn't it say Mr. Winning on there? Welcome.
What did I sign up for?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica. Now I'd like to call up the mayor of Palos Heights, Bob Strauss, to induct the board.
Thanks, Jim. Well, as you know, I'm Bob Strauss, mayor of the city of Palos Heights, and it's my pleasure to be here tonight with you. My history with this chamber goes back probably till the 1980s. Actually, I served as president back, I think, in '85 or something like that. So, and I've been here throughout different changes of administration, and you guys are the backbone of what goes on in the town here. You know, as far as what Harlem Avenue is our lifeblood. You know, Harlem Avenue, along with basically the hospital and any of the communities such as that. So we look for you for help, and you guys have been gracious this year and fantastic as far as getting enthusiasm back into town here. So, and that kind of comes back with the Kris Kringle Market we had last week. The place was packed. You know, and the whole reason we have activities on Harlem Avenue and the like, whether it be the Kris Kringle Market, the parade, is to bring people back here down to Harlem Avenue, what it used to be back in the '80s and before. Just for example, my wife and she had a couple of our friends here at the market, and they went over to Joe's Italian Villa. Well, they had to wait for a table that night because the restaurants were packed. So that's a good thing, and that's what we want to do here in Palos Heights. We want to bring back enthusiasm to our downtown area. All too often we had vacant storefronts. If you notice now on Harlem Avenue, there may be 1 or 2 vacancies, and that's it. And those, for the most part, those are being filled. So I think as you go forward, you're going to see a lot more things happening in Palos Heights, and that's because of groups like yourselves. And I really appreciate you being out here. So I'm here tonight to install the new officers. So if all the board and officers would step up forward here, I would thank you. And as if each one of you take your oath, I'm going to give out what your duties are, and if you would just say, I will afterwards, okay? First, we're going to do the directors. Okay. I've got Director Rob Peppo, Laith Jabar, Christine Brown, and Nancy Smeraldo. I had it written when I read it first time. I had it. Yeah. Okay.
I understand.
Okay. Your duties will include making informed decisions and voting on chamber business and ideas at the board meetings, to attend chamber functions, and to always represent the chamber in a positive and professional manner. Will you fulfill these duties to the best of your abilities? Yes. Okay. You're in. Okay. Now's the time to back out if you don't want to be in there. So, I guess I have to show the camera here too, right? Okay, all right. You guys can see my back because there's nothing there anyway. Okay. Treasurer Jim Demicky was also the city treasurer, as everybody knows. Okay. I know Jim. He sits next to me here. As a treasurer, your duties include collecting and recording the funds, paying approved bills, keeping records of all financial transactions, and preparing regular financial reports. Will you fulfill these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Okay. All right. We knew you'd do that. Secretary Yvonne Busto. Not sure. Okay. As secretary, her duties will be to include maintaining the minutes of each board meeting, respond to chamber of correspondence, and schedule and coordinate meetings and the events. And we know she'll do those duties accordingly. So, by proxy, she's in. Okay. All right. Tricia. Vice President Tricia Trendle. As Vice President, your duties include presiding at meetings in the absence of or at the request of the President, if he's on the golf course, assisting in the retention and recruiting of new members and assisting members in learning about the chamber and regularly attend events. Will you fulfill these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
All right. And now the big Koopa here. Here we go. All right. Todd Burbesco. As president of the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce, your duties include residing at all meetings, respond to requests by the chamber board, inform the membership about chamber decisions and actions, interact and collaborate with local leaders and officials, and always lead the chamber in a positive and professional manner. Will you fulfill these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
All right. You're all in. Here's your officers and chambers for next year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you. Todd, You don't have to go anywhere because we're going to have you come up. Okay. We'd like to welcome the new president of the chamber, Todd Probasco.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Take a seat. I hope you have a drink. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like when people read a speech, but I had to make some notes because I'm a little excited about tonight. So, greetings to our elected officials. Thank you, Mayor Bob. I appreciate it for coming out. I know you're busy. Government officials, we have the new fire chief of Palos Heights here, Mr. Mike Daly. Thank you for coming out. Community volunteers, fellow board members, business leaders, friends, and family. For those of you who don't know already, I'm Todd Probasco. I'm a proud resident of Palos Heights. I grew up here, moved away, got married, raised kids, moved back 2 years ago, and I couldn't be happier. I've told a lot of my friends they're going to take me out of here in a box because there's something about Palos, as you heard tonight, and if you don't know, it's a special place. And we have a lot of good things in Palos. I think we can do a little more, too. But the great thing about Palos is we have that small town feel. But we're still closest. We're very close to one of the greatest cities in the world. But we have that Palos thing where we have great facilities, we have recreation, we have parks, wonderful real estate, award-winning schools, awesome public services, even the public works. They're here tonight. I mean, we had 22 inches of snow 2 years ago. We saw all the stuff on Facebook. People in Orland couldn't get out of their driveway. I look out, my street is cleared in Palos Heights. So thank you to those folks. We have a lot of great things in Palos Heights. As I look back on the last 2 years of being on the board, all I can say is, wow, it was quite a ride. And I want to acknowledge Veronica. She did an amazing job during some tough times. So I made a couple notes of what I can remember through the craziness that we all went through as business people during COVID. The chamber still had to function. We still had to bring in money, and we still had to have events when the whole world shut down. Veronica was left with a task with no executive director. You heard about a working board. Don't ask me why I said yes to her when she called me, but she kept it rolling. So some of the things I noticed that I made notes of is she handled the craziness during COVID. And the mayor did his State of the City last March, and I couldn't believe how Palos Heights functioned during COVID as well. There was like a correlation there. Palos Heights didn't go in the hole, didn't have to borrow money. It functioned, and so did the chamber. And it's like, it was a great thing. I saw a correlation there. The chamber and the city working together, and both did well during probably was one of the worst times that any of us experienced in our life with what happened with COVID. She recruited, she improved, and she held the board more accountable from what she took over. She had to get new people. She had to get new blood, new people who would volunteer their time for what you're seeing here tonight. She increased membership. For a small area, we are currently at 217 members. That is a round of applause. So Palos is not that big. We have 217 members in the chamber now. That's amazing. She increased the profitability. Jim will attest to that. There's more money in the bank. She created and managed successful events. We had a lot of great events the last couple of years where that was kind of absent before Veronica took over. She created a better perception of the chamber within the public eye. She called me and said, we're going to do an interview on Channel 4. I'm like, we're going to do what? She goes, you're going to do a Channel 4 interview. I go, what are you talking about? She goes, it's free PR. They're going to videotape us. Talk about how great the chamber is. Heck, if I didn't go to Jewel and someone says, hey, I saw you on cable. I'm like, oh my God, people are watching this. And they're here tonight. So, and she increased the interaction. I remember we went and had meetings with Palos Heights and Palos Park with the local governments and said that we want to be involved and we want to be involved in the community, not only from a business standpoint, but with the local leaders. And they met with us, and it was a great way to make it all work. Mayor Bob, you've been great. Mayor John over in Palos Park, they've been amazing to the chamber, and that helps us do what we got to do. So thank you to what you've done. The Palos Chamber has been lucky to have Veronica, ready for this, as our 70th president. She's the 70th president of the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce. She brought leadership, charisma, passion, and a willingness to win. Veronica can proudly say that as she leaves office, the chamber is in a better position than it was when she walked in. That's a sign of a leader. So congratulations. You are going to be missed, but don't go far. We have plenty for you to do as past president. So if you can come up, we have a gift for you. No, it's not fancy jewelry. No.
A necklace that says Palos Air Chamber.
I don't know if you want that.
Oh my goodness, what in the world?
What in the world? Oh, you need help? You're on TV right now.
Oh, am I? Oh, hello. What in the world?
Oh, look at that. It's kind of bougie.
Oh. Check it out. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Is there money in here?
No, there's no more. We didn't do that good. All right. Let's pick up where we're at. Veronica, you were awesome. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm going to take over. I just said she was 70th. That makes me the 71st president of the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce. The chamber started back in 1949. Herb, were you there then? No, just kidding. Just kidding. I remember the chamber as a kid. I do. And I had dreams of being a business person. My first business was mowing yards in my neighborhood, and that was my first little business that I had. And I remember Mayor Bob worked at the bank, that I had a savings account at Palos Bank, and I would go through the drive-through on my bicycle to make my deposits into my savings account they had to punch, and I thought I was so cool. The ladies in the window thought I was crazy, but I'm like, I want to be a business person. So I mowed grass, and that was my first business, and here we are 40-some years later, and I'm president of the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce. Crazy. All right. A couple things I want to say. This is a special group to me. For those of you who don't know, you just don't sign up, get involved, and hope that things work out. You have to dedicate time, energy, focus, and be determined to make this work, or it won't work. This thing tonight wouldn't have happened without people doing it. So I want to thank those who are with me, those who are going to be with me. We have a lot of work to do, because I want to continue what Palos is about, especially from the business side, but also from the quality of life. Growing up in Palos, I can say this. For those of you who are new here, work here, or whatever, wherever I went around Chicagoland, and they'd ask me where I'm from or where I lived, and I said Palos Heights, I'd get, whoa, wow. I want to keep the wow going. This is a special place. We got to keep doing that. Palos Heights and Palos Park are wonderful communities. They're desirable. People want to live here. Trust me, I do mortgage lending. There's not enough houses for the people who want to live here. We got to keep that going. There's a quality of life. Mayor Bob, 6 terms as mayor? Amazing. That's amazing. We have a special thing here, and we got to keep it going, and we all got to work together. So I have a few goals over the next 2 years, I guess, that I'm signed up for. And here's what I got, and I'm sure there'll be more or changes. I want to continue the growth of the chamber. I think there's opportunity for businesses in and around Palos to join as well that could help fund our bottom line. They want to do business with our demographic. Increase the chamber's profitability, near and dear to my heart. Cultivate future leaders and expand the board of directors. I think that's important for the growth of the chamber. Have more involvement with our local government. There's been a lot of issues that have come up recently that I think we could have done a better job if we were more involved on understanding what's going on and what the city and the village of Palos Park are trying to do. We need to do that. You all joined the chamber for a reason. We need to be more involved and understand what's going on. Be a voice and represent the local businesses within the community. Another thing why you join. We're better as a number of 217 than Don, the new owner of the Haven, trying to do something by himself. It's nice to have a group of 217 owners try to get a message across. We carry weight with that. Create exciting and fun events for you all to meet new people, network, grow your business. Much easier to do something like this and meet people than go knock on doors. And the chamber can offer that. Hey, I already said earlier, help maintain the quality of life here in Palos. It's an awesome place. They're going to take me out of here in a box. I'm never leaving again. I love it here. And this is probably the most important thing I want to work on the next 2 years. Amy and I talked about it, is promote the shop local. We are not a box store. We are not Orland Park. I don't want to be Orland Park. A majority of our businesses are owned by people that's how they make their living. We need to shop and support the people who are up and down Harlem Avenue, 127th Street, Route 83. That's how they make their living. It's easy to go on Amazon.com and buy something, but guess what? They're not going to do anything for Palos Heights. Go see Amy. Get a pillow that says 60463 on it. I can't wait to get mine. That pillow is going to be proudly displayed in my house.
She builds furniture too.
She builds furniture. She cuts hair. I don't know what else she doesn't do, but
She owns a great hair salon.
yeah. Support the local businesses, and that's Capri, another example. We're lucky with what we have in Palos. And if you go outside of the border, or you go on the internet and you shop, shame on you. Help the people that are here, because guess what? They're helping you and they're helping your community. So that's what I'm going to focus on. If you can't tell, I'm proud, I'm excited, I'm thrilled. I'm going to give it everything I got. And I hope to hand this over to somebody good in 2 years from now. So cheers. Let's have a good 2 years, and thank you for coming out. Can you do that? Can you do that? Yeah, good. Thank you. Sure.
Okay, thank you, Todd. We are wrapping up here. Before we do the raffle prizes and the 50-50 drawing, we wanted to thank the title sponsors one more time. NZ Designs and Dr. Wedrick Psychology Center. The Santa sponsor was First Secure Bank and Trust. Centerpiece sponsors, Lakeside Bank, Peppo's Great Sub Sandwiches, Lisa McGuire with Constellations Energy. The registration table sponsor was Republic Bank. So now we're going to do the raffles and the 50-50, I believe. Somebody's coming up. So good luck. Trish is coming up. Okay, so we're going to start with the 4 door prizes. So we're going to do this one first. You want me to read it? Okay, the winner on this one is ticket number 620816. Here we go. We got a winner. Very good. Okay. Next one. Ticket number 620837. 837. Here we go.
One free hours of golf from donated by Don.
Okay. The next prize is from Don at the Haven. It's 1 free hour of indoor golf. Okay. Ticket number 620779. 779. Take another one. Okay, we'll try that again. 620803. 803.
I have 833.
Got one. Okay. good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Another one?
One more hour.
Okay, we have one more hour of free golf from Don at the Haven. 620-808. 808.
Nancy.
Okay, next up is the 50-50 split the pot. We ready? All right.
We only have a banker counting for us. All right, 50-50, $273 goes to the winner.
273 to the winner.
All right, ready?
Okay, winning ticket 171926. 171926.
We gotta double check this. Double check this.
There you go. That's a winner. Okay. That concludes our program for tonight. Again, we want to thank you all for coming on behalf of the board. This is a community that we all work or live in together, and as Todd said, it really is a special group. So we hope you keep attending and enjoy. We have, what, about a half hour? Yeah. At least a half hour. Just sit back and relax, okay?